Right now at 10, Central Texas school districts growing wildly. How one district plans to stay on track with the influx of students.
Dangerous and on the run. The manhunt underway after 2 armed inmates break out of prison. And safety first. How to prevent tragedy at the pool during the summer season. The Night Beat starts now.
We have breaking news right now at 10. A London apartment high-rise engulfed in flames. This is a live look.
And you can see just how massive it is. The fire extending from the 2nd floor to the 27th.
The London Fire Brigade has 200 firefighters on the scene. The building could collapse.
And we are hearing reports that people could be inside, and we will update you as soon as we know more.
Closer to home, in classrooms across the nation, public school enrollment has grown by 3% over a decade. In Texas, that number is nearly 20%.
The Night Beat's Michael Perchik looks at how our districts are dealing with this fast-growing number of kids.
A new TEA report shows Texas public education enrollment is growing nearly 6 times the national average. But what does that look like in the real world? Well, it looks like this.
We plan each school year, we budget in, so to speak, an additional 80,000 students over what we had the previous year.
Lauren Callahan is a spokesperson for the TEA. The 74-page annual enrollment report showed that from 2003 to 2013, enrollment at Texas schools grew by 19%, the second highest rate in the country. Much of that growth is seen here in Central Texas, in districts like Hays CISD.
It falls in the range of anywhere between 500 and even as many as 900 new students a year.
Tim Savoy is the spokesperson for Hays CISD. In May, voters approved a bond package to add a new high school and elementary school, while also replacing an existing elementary school. This is the site for the new elementary school, set to open in 2018. The following year, the district's 3rd high school is set to open.
We'll be right at capacity when this high school opens. So in order to try to get a little bit ahead or stay on track, we'll have to look at high school number 4 as early as 2021.
The TEA report also breaks down demographic trends. Those statewide numbers show nearly a 4% jump in students who are economically disadvantaged and a 3% spike in English language learners over the past decade.
That's what it's really all about now in the education world, is providing that individual student exactly what they need to be successful. You can't take a one-size-fits-all in the classroom.
Its growth.
We are a state that grows rapidly. We've always known that. We're a great place to live.
That has shown no sign of slowing down. In Kyle, I'm Michael Perchik, KVUE News Night Beat.
And we've put the full TEA report on our website, KVUE.com.
More kids in our schools, but a study suggests Texas is near the bottom of the barrel for taking care of kids. The annual Kids Count report ranks Texas 41 out of 50 for overall child well-being. It is based on factors including education, health, and family. The Center for Public Policy Priorities says lawmakers are not making the necessary investment in our children.
And overall, just focusing on children instead of making the conversation about more discriminatory issues.
The intent of the report is to give people information so they can hold policymakers responsible.
Tonight, we're learning more about the Austin pastor indicted for sexually assaulting a child. Ruben Garcia is being held on a $300,000 bond at the Hays County Jail. According to an indictment, Garcia's first crime against a child dates back to July of 2013. Documents state he committed a sexual act with a girl under the age of 17 and did it again the following year. The district attorney says Garcia's arrest didn't happen until now because there can be a delay between the crime and a child's outcry.
Until the jury or the judge hears the case, we won't make any judgments on what should happen here, but I'm certainly glad anytime somebody commits a crime that there are consequences to be paid for that and they're brought to justice.
We contacted Garcia's East Austin church, but no one was available for comment.
More stolen guns are in the wrong hands tonight, and there's an $11,000 reward for info that can help catch the guys who took them. Police say the men broke into the ATX Armory gun store that's on Roxy Drive yesterday morning. They stole several firearms, including a fully automatic MP5 machine gun. They left in a 4-door sedan. If you know anything, call the police.
A heated day on Capitol Hill as Attorney General Jeff Sessions testified about the Russia investigation. Sparks flying after Senator Ron Wyden accused the Attorney General of stonewalling. Among the tough topics, questions about Russia, including Sessions' own meetings with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak.
I recuse myself from any investigation into the campaign for president, but I did not recuse myself from defending my honor against scurrilous and false allegations.
Meanwhile, President Donald Trump declined to dispute the comments of one of his longtime friends who said the president is considering asking for the firing of special counsel Robert Mueller.
Still developing tonight, the manhunt for two armed inmates in Georgia. Authorities are offering $50,000 for information. The two inmates overpowered two prison transfer sergeants, fatally shooting both of them. Then they broke into a house and changed clothes. The men are both serving hard time. One is a member of a white supremacist prison gang. Jury deliberations still underway tonight in Bill Cosby's trial. The jury started its first full day of deliberations with a request for the judge. They wanted to read portions from Cosby's 2005 deposition, the civil lawsuit brought on by his accuser, Andrea Constand, now at the heart of this trial. Cosby faces 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault.
Today was officially the hottest day in Austin so far in 2017, with Camp Mabry hitting 98 degrees. Felt even hotter with the humidity over 100. 93 in Georgetown, 93 in Burnet. These are highs. Temperatures have dropped a bit, now into the 80s. 84 at Berkshire, 84 at Camp Mabry. Wind's a bit breezy, but humidity is high, and that's going to be something we are going to be battling through the long haul. The next 7 days, humidity really doesn't go down too much. So while temperatures will range from the mid to upper 90s over the coming days, it's going to feel hotter because of that and more oppressive. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast, only cooling down to the mid to upper 70s, again thanks to that humidity. Coming up in the full forecast, we're going to be talking about those heat index values and how high they could go. More on that in a few, guys.
Thanks, Nathan. As temperatures rise here in Austin, more children are eager to jump in the pool. It's a fun way for kids to cool off, but it could turn deadly if families aren't careful. Already this year, 38 children have drowned statewide. The Night Beat's Tina Shively joins us now with ways to keep your kids safe at the pool or at the lake. Tina?
That's right, Quita. One of those deaths happened in Williamson County earlier this spring. And sadly, cases with victims like that 4-year-old boy aren't rare. Drowning is a leading cause of accidental death for children under the age of 5 in Texas. Doctors at Dell Children's Medical Center here in Austin say the philosophy around pool safety has changed in recent years. Adults used to be told just watching swimming children from the patio was enough. Now, doctors promote what's called touch supervision, suggesting an adult who knows how to swim is in the water and within arm's length of children at all times.
This idea that you and I have through movies and stuff of someone splashing and making a noise and it being rather dramatic doesn't apply to kids. So kids can be one moment sort of on the edge of the pool, fall into the pool, and then kind of slide under, take a breath underwater, and never have that episode of splashing or drawing attention to themselves.
This week marks the 9th anniversary of the tragic drowning of 4-year-old Colin Holst in a public lifeguarded pool in South Austin. Colin's Hope, the organization formed in his honor, has some water safety tips for us to keep in mind. They do suggest children learn to swim at an early age, that pools and spas should have 4-sided isolation fencing at least 4 feet in height with self-closing and self-latching gates, and also that children wear life jackets when they are in or near water. That group has more than 4,000 community volunteers working in our area. You can find out more about them and how to get involved in this story at KVUE.com. Mike, back to you.
All right, thanks, Tina.